Back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here. Hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely evening. Holy cow, guys. We are here. We are at the 100th episode of Late Night with the Davey. Man, when I started this thing 2 years ago, I thought, in about 2 years, hopefully, I'll be having a 100th episode. We missed some time. We caught up on some time. All sorts of fun stuff with Late Night with the Davey. But man, it's been a little bit of a journey. A lot has changed since then. So thank you guys so much. Every single one of you that's here right now, thank you for coming along this journey. And it is Tia, it's Cien. Cien is 100. Cien, if I remember correctly. Yes, I'm going to jump in and say hi to everybody. But I saw that one in the corner of my eye. I had to acknowledge it. Yeah, guys, I know I usually do this a lot, like kind of the check-in with you guys and everything like that. It's been a while since I've done one. But yeah, here we are. July will be 3 years of the channel. 100th episode of Late Night with the Davey right here in front of your eyes. I was inspired by Late Night with the Devil. Obviously, really love that movie. Came out a couple years ago, and I think it came out in late March, early April, something like that. And I think by May I had my first episode, so it was really only like 3 to 4 weeks after watching the movie. I think I had the idea really quickly after that. I was like, man, a lot of people don't go live on Wednesday nights. Late Night with the Davey, it's got a little bit of a ring to it, kind of a little bit of a talk show format. I know, we started out having a lot of guests on the show, and it's kind of just turned into just another late night with me and you guys, but I love that. So thank you again for hanging out. Really quick before it gets too far along here, just want to remind you guys to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If the 100th episode of Late Night with the Davey is your first one, jump into the comments. Let me know. Ask me which one, tell me your favorite thing about horror, and then I'll recommend a video on the channel that you can check out. How about we'll do something fun like that for the folks that are brand new, for all the folks that have been here for a while. I'm sure you guys have heard me say every opinion I have about 3 to 5 times at least. So thank you so very much for hanging out. You guys are beautiful. You are awesome. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're watching after the fact, in some ways that's even cooler because live streams don't have the longest life. So thank you so much for checking it out after the fact. Again, hit the like button, hit the hype button if you're digging what you're seeing. You can always share the channel. We're always looking to grow the community. So there we go. That's my commercial for myself. Just out of the way. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. I do want to let you guys know we have some fun stuff going on here. So I've got a poll in the chat here about Stephen King movies. We've been talking about Stephen King adaptations over on the members only side because, we started something called Horror Movie Club. So it's like a book club, but we talk about the, literary elements, the thematic elements of these films, and kind of a compare and contrast. We're usually discussing 2 movies at a time, and we've been living in a bit of a Stephen King world for the last almost month or so now. So I just had it, on my brain, and I was curious to know what you guys would say. So there's a poll in the chat. There's also a super chat goal. If we reach 5 chats of $5 or more here within the next 40 some minutes or whatever it is, I will host a bonus late night this weekend. So UK people, you're still going to get a daytime. I know I kind of fudged that one up last weekend because of Easter. Blame Jesus. But this coming weekend, guys, over in the UK, you'll have, kind of a mid-evening stream for you guys, probably about noon my time. I'm in Pacific time right now. So you guys are going to get that. So that's going to be like a daytime kind of thing for us US folks. But we will do a bonus late night with the Davey this weekend if we reach that super chat goal. Another thing I want to mention, guys, is we have a really cool Discord. So the Discord's super dope. Let me grab that. Let me see here. I think I've got the link here ready to go. Let me see if YouTube will let me drop the whole link in here. Oh, 2 characters too long. See, I am, I always too many words, except for in that sentence. Let me see here. Ooh, I think I got the solution. Peanut butter, more peanut butter. It's the only solution. Okay, here we go, guys. There is a link for the Discord there in the chat. So feel free to click on that. It's a brand new era on the Discord. I've been watching a lot of movies over there lately. It's a little bit late night when we go live over there. Or, you know, it's just, we're just showing the movie in the channel, in the VC channel. Last night we watched Terror Vision from 1986. I had never seen it. I'm actually on a quest to watch 365 movies I've never seen this year. And right now I am at, I think like 103. I think I'm ahead of schedule. So yeah, some of these, you know, Terror Vision, never seen it before. Had a lot of fun watching it. God damn, Diane Franklin is so friggin' cute. She is aggressively cute. I've watched 105 movies this year that I've never seen before. Oh my gosh, Jamie, I think I saw you in the chat. Did you see Terror Vision in the theater? I saw on IMDb that it was only in the theaters for 4 days. So I don't know if that's like initial run. Maybe they did a second run or something like that. But I'm sure you've seen the movie, Jamie. How cute is Diane Franklin in that movie with her Cyndi Lauper look, I guess is, you know, for lack of a better kind of phrase. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun in the Discord. It's a blast over there. We have a whole bunch of different conversations going on. And man, the other night we watched Black Candles and it kind of fucked up a few of us. But, you know, we'll have that bond forever. And that is, you know, that's the interesting thing about certain kinds of trauma. But anyways, guys, here we are about 8 minutes in. I'm going to jump in, say what's up to you all. Last thing I want to let you know is there is a link. I don't know why I'm not seeing it on my side on YouTube. I'm going to reload the page and make sure. I believe there is a link pinned in the chat. Here's the cool thing about that link, guys. You can click that link and you can join me on this stream. How about that? So there's a couple things you're going to want to make sure you've got figured out, right? If you're, you know, you're going to want headphones or earbuds or something like that, or else there's going to be a bunch of echo and all sorts of nonsense. So that's step number one. And it's probably going to be easier if you're on a computer, but I don't know, maybe a phone would be just fine. So what I'll do, guys, is I'm just going to keep an eye out. StreamYard lets me know when somebody jumps into the back room. So if it's somebody playing a prank on us, I'll know. And yeah, you know, no requirement for you guys to join. I just thought it would be fun to open it up to you guys as part of the 100th episode. You know, this show started as pretty much a late night talk show, more or less. And yeah, this is the time for you to jump on. No obligation. If you just want to pop in and say, hey guys, and then hang up on the thing, like, I won't be offended. You don't have to have a conversation with me, but we could talk some horror. We could talk whatever. You could let me interview you. We can have some fun. So don't be shy to pop on in there. And with that being said, I'm going to jump on in and say what's up to you guys hanging out in the chat. We got Lamontre Giller dropping in to wish us a happy 100th episode. We got Shannon from Talking Star Wars, one of our great channel members, hanging out, member for 1 month. I love to see it, Shannon. Thank you so very much. And thank you for the happy 100th episode wishes there. It's true, Prince. It is true, man. Open invitation. So don't be shy. Like Cat Stevens sang on the Harold and Maude soundtrack. Don't be shy. Just let your feelings roll on by. Heck yeah, I'm currently sick, or I would have been on the stream. Hopefully one day you can still jump in and say hi. I'm not going to judge you, Shannon, but of course, I understand. You know, if I feel like shit, I don't want to do this. I mean, shit, there are some days where just like mentally, I'm like, can I do it? And here's the thing is I always think, you know, you should put it off a day, whatever. And then I think to myself, you're going to feel so much better when you put the cans on your head and just jump in and hang out with everyone. So there we go. Yeah, it would be. And feel free to jump on in whenever. Yeah. What's happening to you? Hope you're doing well. One of our great channel members. Thanks for hanging out. Nanette dropping in, another one of our channel members, says, I went with Pet Sematary since you didn't have my favorite Stephen King movie on the list. And ooh, I see Nanette has joined us. So Nanette, I see you down there. I'm going to say what's up to everybody, and then we'll bring you on. Is that cool? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? All right, sweet. Excellent. So guys, don't be shy. I think I have it like built up to where we can have like 4 of us in here, because I didn't think there would be more than 3 people that would want to join at least at the same time. So yeah, we got oh my god, I'm like about to say hi to Shannon again, but she's just giving me a tough time about the hedgehog. We got Theron the Brutal, another one of our lovely channel members. Theron also experienced Black Candles with me. We will forever be changed. We got Jamie Hart, the original Death Squad mod, and our mama mod. How are you doing, Miss Jamie? Let's see what else we got going on here. Just want to say what's up to everyone. Blu-ray Addict, welcome on in, man. Hope you are doing well. Linda, one of our great channel members. How are you doing, Linda? Hope you are well. You know what? I thought about putting Stand By Me in there. I did. And I love Stand By Me. So it is nothing against Stand By Me. I was like, man, all of these other 3 are bangers, you know, Misery and The Shining especially. I just saw Pet Sematary and absolutely, like, it floored me. Very first time seeing it. And then I put The Long Walk in there because it's newer and people were raving about it last year. And what's funny is, like, no one's voting for that shit. So yeah, that spot should be Stand By Me. You're absolutely right, Linda. You're absolutely right. And welcome on in. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Really do appreciate you. We got Kevin Ketchy hanging out. What's happening, Kevin? Congrats on 100. Thank you so very much, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. Love to see that. We've got Miss Kim, aka Horror Becomes Her. What's happening, Kim? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for being a channel member as well. Blu-ray dropping top 5. Stand By Me, Shawshank, The Shining, The Mist, and Misery. Those are all really good. There are so many, you know, there are so many. And I do like his flavor when it's not strictly horror. I think he's still got the touch. So, you know, I think a lot of authors kind of have the touch on a couple different genres, but man, Stephen King is pretty prolific. Thank you so very much, Kim. Really do appreciate you. It's wild. We're actually here. How are you doing, Antonis? Welcome on in. I see Prince down there as well. What's happening, Prince? Welcome. Let's see what else. We got Christine. How are you doing, Christine? Welcome on in. Let's see here. Big Rod, been a member for 20 months. Holy shit. Big Rod, you are right at the top of that list of membership. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you. I think there's probably like 3 or 4 of you guys that are either at or within the next couple days, you'll be at that 20-month mark. So thank you so very much, Big Rod. Really do appreciate you being a channel member. Man, almost 2 years, we're rounding the corner. Thank you so very much, man. I hope all is well, and I hope 2026 is treating you and yours very, very kindly so far. We got Ryan Michael dropping a $4.99 super chat. Says that's a 20-footer. 25. 3 tons of them. Yeah, good old Jaws. Love a good Jaws quote. Thank you so much for the $4.99. Ryan kicking off the super chat love there. Rick B. Jammin says, happy 100, Davey. You haven't aged a bit. Well, just 100 episodes. Yeah, haven't aged a bit in 2 years. All right, I'll take it. I did kind of trim up my stuff, you know, wanted to look a little handsome for you guys. Just a little, if I can. Thank you so much, Big Rod. Really do appreciate you, man. How are you doing? How's everything going? I know life is busy, but that is good. So always appreciate it when you can stop on in and say what's up. We got Papa John jumping in, another one of our great channel members saying, hey, congrats on hitting 100 late nights. Oh, yeah. Late night with the Davey. Yeah. I don't know how to say episodes, though, Tia. That's the thing. I know I already brought that one up, but wanted to bring it up again. Thank you so much, Lenny. Really appreciate the congrats on that one. Thank you for hanging out. Ryan, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. Hang tight, Nettie. We're just about to get into you. Yes, Cien. That is right. Stand By Me, The Stand, and It 1990. I think It 1990 is so good. I am so freaked out by the Tim Curry. The Tim Curry Pennywise just really, I don't know, freaks the hell out of me. We got Nightfall 3D hanging out. What's happening, Nightfall? Welcome back in. Thank you so much for jumping on back in with us here. We got Gory Tiger. What's happening, Gory? Welcome. Super Tenor, our guy Aaron. Thank you so much for being a channel member, Aaron. Really do appreciate you. Carrie Craves Cinema. What's happening, Carrie? Carrie's got a great channel, guys. Go check her out. Thank you so much for the congrats, Carrie. Really do appreciate you. And let's see here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone else. Guys, if I miss saying hello to you, it's not personal. I might have just missed it. What's happening, King Matthew? Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate you. Adrian James, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Rick B. Jammin dropping a $5. Didn't even want to say anything. Just wants to drop the 5. Thank you so much, Rick. Really appreciate you. Rick B. Jammin. Rick B. Jammin. I don't know why. I say it that way in my head all the time. So I just had to get it out. We got Sean G hanging out. What's happening, Sean? One of our great channel members says, what's happening, Davey? Congrats on 100 episodes. Thank you so very much, Sean. Really do appreciate that. And thank you so much, Rick. Yes, guys, I reviewed Faces of Death with the Horror Show channel, guys. So if you want my thoughts on Faces of Death, you're going to want to go over to the Horror Show channel. Let's see what else we got going on. Because of Easter, it was a joke. It was just a joke. I don't blame Jesus for anything. God, I hope he gets the joke, especially since I'm like, God, I hope he gets the joke. Andriotis dropping a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Antonis. Really do appreciate you. You are kick-ass, my guy. Thank you for dropping that in there. Saw Terror Vision in the theater. I love Diane Franklin's hair and clothes. Oh my gosh. So aggressively cute. And then, I was looking it up, Jamie. It's like the guy that plays the dad is the foster dad in Child's Play 2. The lady that plays the mom is like the evil principal in Rock and Roll High School, which I thought was pretty interesting. There's some fun little, Uncle Rico is the punk rock boyfriend OD or whatever. We got Ben Grimm hanging out. Medusa was that gal. Oh my God, dude. What a fantastic rack. Welcome on in, Ben. Thank you so much for being a channel member, man. Really do appreciate you. Okay, are we all caught up on saying what's up to the channel members and everyone that is in the house currently? Let's see. Billy Judd, welcome on in, man. Welcome on in. Jigsaw dropping a $5 says, celebrate good times. Come on, time to celebrate. Happy 100. Thank you so much, Jiggy. Really do appreciate you. Okay, I think that might be it. Are we actually caught up? We'll say what's up to anybody else that jumps on in. Jamie Hart is celebrating 20 months of channel membership. Holy cow. Thank you so very much, Jamie. Really do appreciate you. We got the fantastic Oracle jumping on in. What's happening, Oracle? Welcome, welcome. Zach is hanging out as well. 100 episodes. I know, it's crazy. Over 1,000 videos on the channel, guys. It's totally nuts. Antonis has been a channel member for 1 whole year, guys. So he's unlocked a brand new badge next to his name and everything. Says, congratulations to 100 episodes. Davey, here is to 900 more. Make it an equal 1,000 epic episodes. Holy cow, that would be nuts. That would be pretty crazy. Am I going to live that long? We'll find out. We'll find out. Only time can tell. There we go. Cien episodos, maybe something like that. I don't know. Jiggy dropping another $5. Thank you so very much, man. Really do appreciate you. Shannon dropping a $5 Canadian. Ooh, Shannon, whereabouts in Canada are you at? Shannon says Tim Curry is afraid of clowns. They had to turn the mirror away when he was in the makeup chair. Oh my gosh. That's wild. And Sean G dropping a $5 Canadian as well. Thank you so very much, guys. Really do appreciate you. I think it's fair to say we've obliterated the super chat goal. Here's to many more years of Davey Deathray. Thank you so very much, Ryan. Really do appreciate you. Yeah, it's a total classic, man. It is a classic. Okay, I think I've said hello to everybody. Guys, we're going to get in some of you all. Okay, so Nanette and Prince, you guys are down below. I'm going to bring you guys in one at a time, just so that way we can say what's up, and I can, I can say hello, and then we can bring you in. And then I guess you guys got to figure out what you want to talk about. I guess that's the thing, right? So I'm going to add Nanette. Nanette, ladies first. So there we go. And I think I'm going to do this one. Are you there, Nanette? Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. Yes. And at first it was really muffled, but I can totally hear you now is a lot more clear. So there you go. First, we got over the first bump already. How are you doing, Annette? What's happening?
I'm good. What do you watch? Are you going to come on with us? Is that what you're thinking about? I'm
About
talking to you. He's looking at me because I'm talking to you.
So how about this, Annette?
He wants to get on camera when when I get on camera. He wants to be right in the middle of it.
You're talking about your dog? You're talking about your puppy?
Yes.
Okay. That's how they are. That's how they are, Nanette. They're like little, it's been a while since I've had dogs, but even having cats, they want to rub up on the computer, they want to rub up on your phone, they want to walk on the keyboard. Like you have to lock them out of the room if you want to do like anything that doesn't involve them, but then they paw at the door the whole time. God, I love them. I love them, but it's just the way they are. They're, we're their whole world, right? So your dog is like, he just wants to be close to you, Can you blame him?
No, I can't blame him.
All right, so Nanette, what do you say we bring in Prince and then we pick a little topic to chat about? What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit more. There we go. I like a little bit of music, but I want to make sure I can hear you guys. So, okay, guys, I'm going to bring up the chat again. Just in case you guys are wondering or you didn't see the intro or whatever, I've got the link for StreamYard is pinned in the chat. So at my own peril, I am inviting anyone to jump on in. So we'll see how it all goes.
Terry, you're talking about me talking about dog.
Hey, we'll talk about whatever. That's the thing is it's about, we're sharing the time together. So let's bring Prince in here. I'm going to add him to the stage. And then I think this is what we got. What's happening, Prince?
I'm doing good. Happy 100,
man.
baby. Happy
Thank
100.
you so much. Thank you so much, man. What do you... So, Prince. There you go. So, Prince, is it the morning for you out there in the Philippines?
Yep. Yeah, 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m. All right. So, guys, you're in here. We're celebrating 100 episodes, but really what I want to know is what do you guys want to talk about for the next, I don't know. Let's do like 5-10 minutes of chit chat, whatever topic you guys got.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm eating at 11 o'clock, so you all...
You got to leave at 11?
Yep.
All right. So what do you...
Because 11 is my lunch time.
Okay. So Prince, I'm guessing you probably want to talk about music or something like that. Nanette,
Yeah.
do you have a topic that you want to chat about?
You were talking about Tim Curry and it. I thought I talked about something. No offense to Bill Skarsgård. He did a good job and everything, but I can remember so many times seeing Tim, and I can say honestly, no one has ever scared me more than him. Now, what I've seen him in wasn't as a clown. He was in two episodes back to back of Criminal Minds, but no one's ever scared me like him when he did that role. He was so menacing and creepy and everything, and no wonder people still talk about his clown impression as being scary. And whole, he's up in that pole and he's looking at the kids and he's in a picture.
Oh my God.
The worst thing you've ever dreamed of. I mean, your worst nightmare. And I get you.
It's absolute nightmare fuel. It's absolute nightmare fuel. And Prince, I want to get your thoughts, and then I'll say a little something. What do you think? Tim Curry, Bill Skarsgård, do you like them both? Is there one that you don't like? Like, well, what are your thoughts on that as far as Pennywise goes?
Wait a minute. I like Bill Skarsgård better.
Gotcha. What is it about
Yeah.
Bill that you like better? I mean, is that the first one you saw? I mean, because you're relatively young, right? So you weren't a lot. Were you alive when the Tim Curry one came out? I don't think so. You look like a young guy.
I was born in 2002, so that's
Okay.
1984. And I got into it by Bill Skarsgård. And that
Yeah.
grin is so legendary.
Hmm. I think
Want me,
so.
want me to shock you? Want me to shock you?
Shock me.
Yeah. I've never seen the original It.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's a TV movie, right? So it's like a two-parter mini series, but it's
I
Tommy
did my
Lee
research
Wallace.
on that.
Tommy Lee Wallace directed it. He directed Halloween 3, so he's got like good chops and everything. But it's low budget. I think a lot of people usually prefer the newer It movies because they're actual like big Hollywood productions. Whereas like, and I can understand that. I think I prefer Tim Curry as Pennywise, but it's sort of undeniable that the new movies, look better and all that kind of stuff. But it's interesting because Bill's version of Pennywise is like an actual monster all the time, right? He always looks monstrous, whereas Tim Curry's Pennywise doesn't. He looks like a regular, kind of harmless clown for a lot of the times until he's ready to strike. So I think that's the big difference that I noticed there with those guys.
Yeah. So do you like Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise or Nosferatu?
So I prefer, if I have to pick between the two, I would pick Tim Curry. But the Pennywise, his Pennywise in the TV show, I think that's like the best version of Pennywise we've ever seen is Welcome to Derry. I think Welcome to Derry is the most interesting Pennywise has ever been to me. Did you guys watch that?
I haven't yet.
I didn't like it until Pennywise started.
Yeah, it's it's one of those like I didn't watch a lot of TV shows, really.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things season 3 and 4 made me feel a lot better about TV again. So I dove in with it, and I was like, okay, okay, you're winning me over because Alien Earth was like that was rough,
Oh, that was sick.
Sick in a good way, or you didn't like it?
Bad way.
Bad way, yeah. Did you see that Peter Dinklage got added to the cast? He's going to be in season 2.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm like, so wait, so you're going to add Peter Dinklage, but are you going to make sure you have better writers? Because that's what
You're
need.
You're gonna add the Toxic Avenger to the mix.
Yes, the Toxic Avenger. Absolutely, yeah. What are you guys looking for? Yeah, go for it, Prince.
Which Bill Skarsgård character do you like more? Nosferatu or Pennywise?
Pennywise. Yeah. Like nothing against Nosferatu. I've seen so many versions of that damn vampire. And when I was watching Nosferatu in the theater, I was like, he's got this like Darth Vader breathing thing going in between every word. It just seemed like, I don't know. I applaud him for it. I'm not going to rip on it too much. I like his Pennywise more, especially after Welcome to Derry. I might have said Nosferatu before Welcome to Derry, but Welcome to Derry got me brought on over. Yeah. So, guys, before we sign off with you guys for Nanette and Prince, what do you got? What movie are you looking forward to most next? It doesn't have to be a horror movie. What do you got for you, Nanette? We'll do ladies first, okay, Prince? So Nanette, what movie are you looking forward to most?
Ladies first.
Ebenezer, a Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol. All right. Robert Eggers on the brain, everyone. We are already thinking of Christmas Carol.
Robert Eggnog.
Robert Eggnog.
Christmas Carol is one of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's coming out this December, right? Is it this Christmas? I think it's this Christmas that it's coming out. Okay, Prince, what do you got? What's your most anticipated film for the rest of 2026?
So top three: Disclosure Day, Super Mario Brothers Galaxy when it comes in digital, and Dune Part 3.
What was Dune Part 3? Oh yeah, holy crap. I have not watched any of the Dune stuff. I'm so out of it.
What?
I'm so out of it. I'm so behind. I know.
You're not
I know.
into sci-fi? You're not into sci-fi yet?
I mean, I'm into some sci-fi. I'm into it enough, but I've never even watched the older Dune movies. Like I've never watched any version of
David
Dune.
Lynch ones?
Yeah, I've never seen the David Lynch one.
Yep.
And I know. Jamie's already probably on her keyboards there, since it's David Lynch. I know. I need to check him out. I need to see him. And there's no reason to not watch the new one. It's coming out in December, right? Is that?
Yep. Yeah.
Right around Doomsday or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. What about? Do you guys have any summer
the same
movies?
Day as Doomsday.
Oh, it's same day. Okay. And I'm fired for not seeing Dune. Look at that, guys. I've been fired.
You've been fired. You're missing out on the good stuff, dude.
What about strictly horror movies? Do you guys have a horror movie that you're looking forward to for the rest of the year here?
I already did mine with the Pride.
James Bond is doing the Ebenezer movie, right? So it's probably going to be horror.
Yeah, I mean, A Christmas Carol is kind of horror. Yeah, for sure. Prince, what do you say for horror?
I already did with mine, The Bride. But in other horror news, I'm excited about The Mummy.
The Mummy. All right. Hey, that's like next week. Next week. So out there in the Philippines, I'm curious, do you usually have to wait like a couple weeks, or when did the movies usually come out there? Is there a delay, or do you get them the same day?
2 days earlier than the United States.
Earlier?
Yeah.
Oh my
Usually.
gosh. Usually. All right. Well, heck yeah. Well, let me know how The Mummy is if you get to see it early. I don't know what to think of that movie. I hope it's funny, because it looks like it's funny.
Yeah. Evil Dead
dude,
kind of
Evil Dead burn. Yes, absolutely.
And
Looking
Dead Rat. Evil Dead Rat.
Yeah, and it should be 2027. I mean, we hardly even know, but let's get it cooking with a little Evil Dead burn and a little Evil Dead Wrath. All right. Do you guys have it before?
Sure what
Sorry. I think I see the doggy over there. Prince, what were you saying?
Are you sure that something is in the way is better than Last Resort?
Oh yeah, for sure. If I had to listen to one song forever, I would rather listen to Something in the Way than Last Resort. Last Resort is like catchy, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a good old catchy song. But I prefer the artistry of Nirvana over the pop sensibilities of Papa Roach. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Nirvana's just more my style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Oh my gosh, what a cute little puppy Nanette's got there. Thank you guys so much for jumping on.
Yep.
I'm gonna have we're gonna sign off, but do you guys want to say anything else to the audience before we sign off with you guys here? Nanette, you go first.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a few of y'all know, but I have a channel called Nanette's Mystical World in the morning. Check it out.
Heck yeah.
I'm thinking about doing something.
Yeah, we will have can one of the Eli, would you be able to drop Nanette's link there in the chat, please? Or Jamie, whoever gets to it first. We'll drop the link for Nanette's Mystical World. Prince, what do you got? What do you want to say to everybody before we sign off, man?
It's been an honor sharing the stage with you, Davey,
Oh
and
my gosh.
happy 100 episodes. And this is my first time in late night era, Davey, with the
Yeah.
time slot of 10 a.m. in the Philippines. So, yeah, I'm still writing songs in my book. So, yeah, wait for that. And one final thing, don't be a stranger because I am the dream walker and I approve this message.
All right, man. Thank you so much, guys. It's been an honor. Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you so much, Nanette. We will catch up soon, guys. Really do appreciate you. Chat, show some love for Nanette and Prince. And thank you guys so very much. We'll talk soon, guys. Thank you so very much. Take care, y'all.
100
Bye-bye.
episodes, Davey.
Thank you so very much,
Mabuhay.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Take care. All right. Holy cow. Look at that. It's a party in here, guys. It is a party. There's a link pinned in the chat if you want to jump on in, and we can have a handful of minutes of whatever combo you want to jump in on. That was very sweet. Talking to Nanette and talking to Prince there. Prince is always like recommending like movies and music and stuff. And, very just like very curious kind of mind. Love chatting with somebody that wants to, I dig and find more art to enjoy and more art to love. So thank you so very much, guys. Really do appreciate you. I'm going to catch up with you guys here in the chat, just because it's been a little bit there. Thank you so much for sharing that, Eli. Really do appreciate you. There you are, guys. That's Nanette's channel. You can click on it through that link there. Let's see here what else we got going. Oh, you guys were, I was like, what's going on with Sean? He must have said something totally wild. And it's that he hasn't seen Twin Peaks. I think that's kind of what I'm putting together here. We got our guy Gavin hanging out. What's happening, Gav? Welcome on in, man. Can you believe it's 100 episodes? Holy shit. It's a wild, wild time. Welcome on in, man. So great to see you. Yeah, we had a little puppy appearance there. Too sweet. We got Paula Fitzhenry jumping on in. What's happening, Paula? And yeah, guys, don't be shy. If you want to hang out, there's no obligation, nothing like that. We can still just kind of chit chat and hang out and all that stuff. So yeah, but if you want to make an appearance, I think Carrie is like purposely just like, she's going to wait until the last second and then she's going to jump in. I think that's what's going on with Carrie. Prince is very informative, so knowledgeable in movies. I mean, so much passion there for movies and music. I'm very similar. I would say even like, I mean, a lot of you guys know music is my first love, and it's just so tough to talk about on YouTube. You have to like know you have to be like, all right, guys, excuse me. All right, guys, we're going to talk about Suburban Teenage Wasteland Blues by the band Strung Out. But if the people don't know the album, you can't really talk about it, right? It's even with movies, even if you haven't seen a movie, you can still like follow a discussion, like, okay, I haven't seen that movie in blank franchise, but I follow you. I am turning 100 years old and still looking so dashing. It is a wonder. It's just, what I do is I sleep in petroleum jelly. And it keeps my skin wrinkle free. And it makes sure that I don't have, any romantic partners, because who would put up with that? So it's perfect. All right. Now, I know you're just having fun, Jamie. I meant when I was like, oh, he must have said something that's like, not like wild in a bad way, just like, ooh, an attention getter. Like, I got to know what it was. Talking Mulholland Drive, Lost Highway, Blue Velvet. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. There's a whole bunch that I still haven't seen either. Yeah, Mulholland Drive. I got to check that out. I've seen Lost Highway. It's been so long. I've seen Blue Velvet. Man, that is some messed up stuff right there. Out of all the David Lynch stuff, I think Blue Velvet is what's made me feel the least comfortable. But I haven't seen every David Lynch movie. In fact, Jamie's going to be like, what? How did you not know that? And whatever. I shouldn't put any tone to it because that's my own tone. That's me talking shit to myself. What is it? Eraserhead. The lead guy in Eraserhead is like the sweet old man in Twin Peaks that finds Laura at the beginning. I can't remember the character's name. I mean, he's a huge character throughout the whole story of the show. but I was just like, oh my gosh, like I never would have put that together. He looks so different just however many years later it is, 12 years later with a mustache. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I not know that? A little bit. Let's see. The bar kill with the beer coming. Oh, are you guys? Oh, Antonis finally watched Scream 7. Well, and that's the thing too, Antonis, when you hear about that kill for like a little over a month. Yeah, like, because a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, it's like Terrifier levels of gore. And it's like, well, it would be like one thing that art would do to somebody, but just one part of it, you know. Art would usually, it would probably get a lot worse than that. You probably put the tap up a different part of the body, if you catch my drift, you know. Let's see here. Oh, you are too sweet, Paula. Thank you so very much. It's all it is a haircut, a Halloween shirt, and a blazer. So it's a very simple. I'm just wearing shorts because it's so hot here in the Phoenix area right now. The real feel at 7:51 p.m. Oh, real feel is 77. Okay, so it's not that bad, but it was about 100 earlier today. Anywho, I'm on the Lucky Charms for sure. No, nothing. No, I do got this. It's a peach iced tea. And guys, this is actually a collaboration with the rapper / actor Iced Tea. There it is. It's very tasty. We got Kella Cosplays dropping a Canadian $3 super chat. Thank you so very much. Says looking pretty fantastic for 100. Congrats. Thank you so much, Toronto Freddy. Really do appreciate you. Yeah, man. Thank you. It's wild. 100 episodes. Here we are. Amazing. Thank you so very much for the $3. I hope 2026 is treating you really well. I'm so pumped for the next episode of Haddonfield Radio. I'm sure you are as well. Yeah, guys, if you've not already subbed over to Haddonfield Radio, they are on this new season. I think this is their 4th season. They're covering Texas Chainsaw Massacre right now. So really fun, like long form. I'm talking like 3-hour long form podcast episodes that are amazing. I could sit here and describe everything. It's like, just trust me. It's not just a couple guys randomly talking about a movie and then doing a commentary. Like, they really do their homework. It's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for the 3. Toronto Freddy, really do appreciate you. Do not watch the Twin Peaks movies before the TV show. Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that. See, I've never seen that one either, Eli. By the way, welcome on in, Eli. I know I clicked through your hello messages when Nanette and Prince were on there, but I haven't actually said hello, our amazing YouTube channel member and Death Squad mod, Eli Cortez. Arturo the Clowno, right? Something like that. Yep. Don't worry, Davey has no idea that I have plans to have him watch David Lynch movies with me for my channel. Ooh, I like that. What's happening, Shannon? I see you down there. Guys, we're going to have Shannon, a.k.a. Talking Star Wars, jump on in here. How about that? I'm wearing shorts. When I say shorts, I don't just mean undies. Come on, Tia. Come on, keep it clean. Let's see here. Just want to grab a couple more. Scream 7 made me not give a fuck about Scream going forward. See, I liked it. I wasn't like completely over the moon with it. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I would say I'm on the friendlier side, not on the negative side, but they're Toronto Freddy, if you want to hear my criticisms and everything, we did a watch party over here just last week. So I dive in, I get very, very real about the things that don't work for me, for sure. Yeah. I've tried to listen to one episode. I'm not, or have. Oh, you've never been a fan of TCM. Gotcha. Well, they'll be on to something next time, like next year, right? Because I finally finished those TCM movies. I get you. It is like a chore. Getting through TCM, a total chore. Yeah, it is. Those are rough movies. Let's see here. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of 5 or 6. Saw Undertone a few days ago and was pleasantly surprised, says Shane. You know, there were things I really liked about Undertone, but ultimately I was like, man, this would have made a really cool short film. Like, I think this is a really creepy idea, but they kept on, kind of dipping into the film, same well over and over. And then I don't want to say anything to spoil it, so I don't want to get into like too many of the details, like my bigger gripes that I had with it. But yeah, I mean, I would say for me it was probably like a 2.5. But man, I'll tell you what, Shane, the audio stuff, I watched it in the Dolby Cinema. The audio was awesome. Like all of that really worked for me. I think it's just sometimes, and I'm watching more movies in my life now than I ever have, like as far as a per week basis or whatever. 105 movies so far this year. So more than one a day on average. And I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm I think I'm refining like what I look for. And I'm like, ooh, that movie just didn't have enough meat on the bone for me. Kind of like Faces of Death was sort of similar. Like there are some cool ideas there. I'm like, but man, the stuff that works for me just isn't enough to hold it all up. But I'm so pumped that you enjoyed it, man. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out. And thanks for sharing your opinion. I think, you know, I'm just another guy with another dumb opinion and you know, negative a lot of times. So don't mind me, Shane. Don't mind me. Thank you so much for jumping on in, man. Really do appreciate you. Yeah, there were a couple times where I like my seat was shaking. It was amazing. Let's see here. Definitely been joining in the live if I'm around. I miss the boys for sure. Yeah, those guys are amazing. I got to jump in and do something with them here. Supposedly, the trailer for Evil Dead Burn is going to play before the Mummy. Holy shit. Well, I will be there. What is that next? I guess I can see it next Wednesday night or Thursday night, I guess. Only 134 movies for the year. Gav, you're slacking. Yeah, I'm trying to do 365 that I've never seen this year. So I've watched more than 105, but I've watched 105 that I've never seen. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and bring in another guest, another Death Squad member, an actual YouTube channel member. How about it? I didn't even say that Nanette, who was on just previously, she's one of our channel members. Guys, we have got another channel member coming on up. Shannon, let me bring you onto the stage, and then I'm going to do, I think it's this one. Hey, what's happening?
Not much, you?
You know, just doing the 100 episode thing, just hanging out with you guys.
Heck yeah.
What's been going on for you lately, or what did you get into today before jumping into the stream?
So I pretty much been doing like movie commentaries. I use Gemini AI, and I try to like incorporate me into like a movie, and then like I do that as the thumbnail. But like I've been doing like this scary movie franchise pretty much. I just finished Scream 7 and a bunch of other things. TV series I'm doing, like Friends. I'm doing
cool.
For my channel.
You're doing commentaries on the Friends episodes?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, heck yeah. I've seen more of those pop up. I saw I think Carrie had done one of those for Scream 7 that I saw pop up, and I'm like, that's an interesting, because you do them as pre-recorded, right? You're not going live with it? Yeah. Now, how do you find those? Do you get good engagement from those? Do people jump in? Are you meeting other fans of what you're commenting on?
I guess I think most of the Friends episodes that I have up on my channel are like 120 something views, so that's good. But no comments, but still the views are like 120 maybe. Okay.
And then so now, so you're a Friends fan, you're a horror fan.
Yeah.
What is your I'm trying to think of what's your favorite horror movie from the 80s?
Oh god.
I know it's tough. You can give me a couple.
Pumpkinhead, maybe. I love Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead's great.
Yep.
All right, so Lance Henriksen wins it with Pumpkinhead. So there you go. That's a great answer. I'm not going to argue.
Carrie
over that
knows
one.
that I love Lance.
Lance is amazing, man. He's like, when is he not good? Right? Like, I haven't seen him be bad in a movie. I've never seen that. So even if I don't love the movie, we watched, what was it? I watched Near Dark the other week. It was like a couple weeks ago. It was my very first time seeing it. I thought the movie was going to be better. Not going to lie. I didn't dislike it. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was going to be better, but man, Lance is so solid in there. Bill Paxton's great. Like, there's a lot of really good performances.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead gets a lot of love, and rightly so. Rightly so. Thank you so much for that, Linda. Yeah, if somebody can drop the link for Talking Star Wars, that would be amazing. So Shannon, let's see here. I got Carrie is in the backstage. Should we bring her on, or should we make her suffer and torment?
Let's bring her on.
All right. Now, what's her nickname? Is she the dinosaur? What a dino?
Yeah.
Like, what is? Okay.
Yes, just because of the
All right.
omen. For those of you guys that don't know.
For the omen. Now, but why is it? Is there a dinosaur in the omen? I thought there was. I didn't catch the dinosaur.
Because there was a particular scene where there's like, the Jekyll or whatever skeleton thing, and she's like, "Oh my God, is that a dinosaur?" When we watched the Omen like a month ago with Kyle from Flint.
That is too cute. That is too adorable. Okay, let's. Now that we've embarrassed her, I think it's the perfect time to bring her on.
Yep.
So, Carrie from Carrie Craves Cinema. What's happening, Carrie?
What's up?
What's up?
Nothing much. Are you hanging out in Gotham right now? Are you Batman?
Well, I did a review for a movie called The Dummy Detective, and I thought I'm just gonna keep the background because it looks cool.
It does look cool. It's got a cool like noir thing going on.
Exactly. That's what the genre is.
I like that. I saw the thumbnail for the review, and it very much looks. I was like, is this an older movie? Is it an older movie, or is it something new that's meant to look old?
It's fairly new, and it's meant to look old.
Okay, cool. I like that. I dig that. Well, I'm not gonna ask you to give your review now, guys. You got to go check out Carrie's. Go check out her channel. Go give her some love.
Yes, please
throw her a sub.
Because he made an indie film and he's trying to get some more eyes on it. So I'm trying to help him out because it's a really good movie.
Oh, the director of the film? What's the name of the director?
He's not the director. It's the writer, Jonathan Gessner.
Okay. All right. Well, hey guys, if you're looking for something new, if you want to be on the first wave of the trend, go check out Carrie's channel, check out her review, jump on board, give the movie some love. And yeah, Carrie, what are you, for both of you guys, we've got Kim. I see you down there. How are you doing, Kim? Guys, Kim's going to join us. It looks like, Kim looks very comfortable, by the way, from what I can tell. We'll get a better look when we bring her on. I'm like, ooh, is she hanging out at a spa? That looks really nice. And if that's your home, then that's amazing. Like, I'm gonna go do some spa days there. Let's see here. I wanted to ask you guys. Because Toronto Freddy brings it up here, talking about Obsession. So we'll ask you guys what you're looking forward to. Obsession, where are we at? How pumped are we for Obsession? Have you guys watched the other Curry Barker short films or any of those other the short films that he's made?
No.
So Des from Destination Station, he introduced me to their channel on YouTube called It's a Bad Idea. Yeah. And ever since I started watching it, I got hooked on every single thing that they did. So I started watching Milk and Cereal and no, that's not what it's. Yes, it is. Yeah, and it is. I didn't watch the other ones yet, but I love what I've seen so far, and I cannot wait for Obsession.
Yeah, I'm very encouraged by the young filmmakers. I can't remember his producer partner that acts in a lot of the films as well. It's Christopher something. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry that I forgot. No, you're great. I'm glad that you remembered, because they work together on all of this stuff, right? And Obsession looks really good. And I don't know anything about it. I know that Toronto Freddy had said that he read a non-spoiler review. I won't be looking at any review stuff or anything like that. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I just like, if I can avoid it before I watch it, just so that way when I talk about it, I'm not recycling anyone's thoughts or anything like that. Okay.
That makes sense. How about you're giving yourself a blank slate? You
can't let anyone influence you, or else you're going to, see it differently or something like that. Okay, guys, or gals, I should say. Are you ready to throw one more in the mix, get crazy with it, and bring Kim on in here? All right, cool.
Hell yeah, I want to see Kim.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go. Hello. Welcome on in, Kim. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Can you hear me? I'm not sure if mic's on. Okay, good.
I can, yes. It sounds like maybe it's your computer mic that's picking you up, but it should be A-okay. It should be A-okay.
Okay.
Kim, what got you into horror? Like, when was there a movie when you were like a little kid or something that you saw, or what's your story for becoming a fan?
My mother got me into horror, actually. She loved horror movies, so that was awesome. The first horror movie I saw, I was about 7, and I was playing Barbies behind the couch, and I was peeking around the couch and watching The Exorcist. So yeah, that was my first one.
Oh my gosh, 7 years old with The Exorcist?
Yeah. My mom didn't know I was behind the couch watching, but I mean, how could she not? But she loved horror movies, and she's like, hey, the world is a crazy place, and let's just have my daughter realize that at an early age. So that was exciting.
Yeah. All right. Now, how much do you remember from that actual, experience? Do you just remember like the feeling of the experience, or are there like little flashes and moments that stood out to you, or do you actually remember like taking in the film?
It was more the experience, and it was more like doing something forbidden. I knew I wasn't supposed to be watching it. So it was the thrill of like getting caught, and then like just the drama and the tenseness of the movie. So yeah.
It's so funny that even at that age we're looking to get into trouble,
Exactly. Yeah.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and this is my bedroom. I have 10 pillows on my bed because I feel like a bedroom should be really comfortable. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spa days at my house.
That's what I was like, you're either at a hotel or your house is very comfortable. It looks very, lavish and very, very comfy where you are. I'm just in some uncomfortable chair, sweating my ass off. All right, so ladies, now that you're all here, we'll just ask everyone, because I'm curious to know what you guys are looking forward to the most. If you want to give me like a horror movie that you're looking forward to, and then maybe some other kind of movie. If they're the same movie, like most anticipated, that's totally cool. You don't have to pick two. But Shannon, what do you got for most anticipated for 2026?
I'm trying to think of a horror one right now, but Dune 3, it's like similar to Star Wars, so I'm definitely gonna go see that, maybe in like IMAX or 4DX, like where the seats move with it. I know.
Did they blow sand in your face
in 4DX?
In the 4DX, will they blow sand in your face?
Yeah, like it feels like that. Like I went for Scream 7 for 4DX, and I almost like flew out of my chair when McKenna Grace dies and everything. Like the chair.
And then what about when Carl gets hit?
Yeah. So,
when Carl gets hit, they actually just drive a car into the theater and just like run over everyone.
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't think my seat like felt like it moved for that, but like mainly like the fight scenes. Like I think I had an empty pop can, and I'm pretty sure like my pop can like flew out of the chair almost when Mark Evans gets attacked.
I've never done 4DX. What is it? Cinemark? Is that who does 4DX?
I don't know. I go to the one across the street from me, Cineplex Odeon. Mine's
Gotcha. Okay. Because I think there's one, and it's like an hour away from me. The one 4DX in the Phoenix area. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Phoenix, but oh my gosh, it's like it's like a planet. Driving from one end to the other takes forever. Okay, Carrie, most anticipated.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go with Hokum because I'm very excited about where that movie's gonna go. And also Scary Movie 6, of course, because I want a good laugh.
Yeah, for sure. You can say that you want to watch Hokum because you have a thing for Adam Scott. It's okay. I'm just joking.
It's not even about that. It's just I like that there's a culture behind it.
Yeah. No, it is.
Because of the Irish culture. It sounds really cool.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because I think it's the first time that Damien McCarthy will have somebody starring in his movie that's not Irish or not, from across the pond. Because I think in Oddity and in Caveat, they're all Irish, I think. So have you guys seen, you guys seen Caveat? and or Oddity?
I still need to,
Nope.
but I love Oddity. Oddity is so good.
Never seen
Kim?
those.
Oddity.
What did you think of Oddity, Kim?
I liked it. That, what was it? It wasn't wax, but that thing that just sat in the chair all the time.
Yeah, like the wooden figure.
Yeah.
I wanted it to get up and start fucking some shit up.
Well, it was, but the whole thing is like you never see it, right? I
wanted to see it.
I know, and I get it. Like there is a certain, we always have that desire to want to like, I think we see enough of it though, right? I mean, we still see it. We just don't see. It might look goofy if they showed it doing something,
That's true.
But
we don't want Pinocchio.
No, and then caveat is, man, that movie surprised me because it's similar in ways, but a different kind of story, But he's so capable. I think Hokum's going to be. I don't know how Hokum could be bad. I would be surprised if it's not really good because I love that kind of like folklorish thing, and like you were saying, Carrie, I do like the old English or Irish or Scottish, just any, really any kind of old culture is sort of fun.
Yeah, I like the mythological aspect of it.
Yeah,
like the folklore.
Yeah, and it's foreign to us here in the States, so there's something like exotic and alluring about it. Yeah. Okay, Kim, what do you got? Most anticipated movies?
Hokum, I mean, is definitely really high on my list, and for all the reasons you just said. Possession is another one that I'm looking forward to. At first, like, I didn't know barely anything about it. I'm just like, oh, that sounds stupid. And then I don't remember who was talking about it. Like, they just reviewed the trailer because I hadn't seen the trailer yet. And after I listened to what they had to say and then watched the trailer, I'm like, ooh, that looks like it's gonna get nasty. So I'm excited for that one. But for like a non-horror movie, one that I'm excited for is He-Man.
Okay.
Coming out, I don't know, later this year sometime. I don't know. When I was a kid, I was like basically raised on He-Man and She-Ra. Like after school, I had to go to my grandpa's house, and then we would watch it together. So yeah, lots of good memories with that. So that should be good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, He-Man, I don't know what to think of He-Man. I'm like, well, it looks so Guardians of the Galaxy, right? There's like the James Gunnification of movies where we start to, but that doesn't mean that it's, not going to be good or anything. I'm just very curious. And Kim, even though I'm like an 82 baby, but I grew up with I have 4 older siblings, and I grew up with their hand-me-down toys. So I grew up playing with the He-Man toys, even though by 82, maybe they had some cartoons still running for He-Man at that point, but it was more Transformers, I think, probably by that time. But yeah, there I was in the mid to late 80s still playing with He-Man. So I'm definitely going to check that one out. Shannon, did you think of a horror that you wanted to talk about?
I don't even know. Give me a second. I'm going to look up upcoming horror movies that look good.
No one cares about Evil Dead Burn except for me.
I'm excited for that one too. I do enjoy the Evil Dead.
I like that Hunter Doohan's gonna be in it.
Who's Hunter Doohan?
He plays in Wednesday, the TV series.
Oh,
apparently he's gonna be in Evil Dead Burn.
He is. Yeah, I recognize his name from just the press release, but I don't know who he is. So it's so much fun for me to not know who these performers are and then just go watch the movie. Like with Scream 7, I was like, I don't even know who these people are. Like, let's just jump in. Kim, what were you saying about Evil Dead?
Oh, I like Evil Dead. I feel like I'm horrible with movie titles and even worse with actors' names. So, but like the original Evil Dead, like it's, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like after the first 3, like with the newer ones, it's still Evil Dead.
They're more serious. Like, they're darker.
Completely different to me. But I do like the 2 different types, I guess. The 2 different ones. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely the different flavors for sure.
Yeah.
Which one do you have a preference on? Do you like the silly or the serious?
Horror comedies are my favorite go-to. So I would have to say like the first 3, well, I mean the first one's a little bit more serious and then they get more funny. But I also do. I mean, I like the new ones, and I like Possessions and stuff like that. So, like, I mean, when she was in the bathtub and with the children in an apartment building, I mean, it worked so well together. So I enjoyed that one too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I like Rise more and more every time I watch it. I'm like, it clicked with me. Like the third or fourth time I watched it, I was like, oh my God, this movie is like, it's a pro motherhood horror movie. I'm like, that's a very specific kind of awesome thing to put in your movie, especially a movie as wild as Evil Dead. I don't think they browbeat you with it. I don't think like, you know, maybe it feels that way by the end of the movie or anything, but I haven't talked to a lot of people that seemingly picked up on that. But to me, I saw the whole, everything that our main gal goes through, right? Is it Beth? I think, you know, she like doesn't know if she can do this at the beginning of the movie. And by the end of the movie, she's walking out holding her niece's hand. And it's like, yeah, you've got what it takes, like to be a mom in this world. You know, that's sort of like what I saw. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. What do you ladies think? You all are ladies.
I see that too.
Yep.
Yeah, I only watched it one time, but I mean, now that you're saying that, I can totally see it. But I mean, that's what I like about horror movies. You can just watch them just for the fun aspect and not like think deeply about them, or else you can go like pretty deep with a lot of horror movies. Yeah,
I think that's one of the things that really got me into like George Romero movies. I was like, man, they're so entertaining, but they've got this next level, like this commentary that just seems to be very, like, you know, Romero just had the touch when it came to like saying something about humanity. I was like, but the movies are still fun without all of that. That is just like a bonus, you know, that you can dive into. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, ladies, go ahead, Kim. Have it.
No, I was gonna say really quick. I hate to bring up Scream again because I feel like it's been so over talked about.
No, talk about it.
Yeah, it has been. But anyway, so like the first one, that's why I like so much about it, because the social commentary that, you know, went with it, and then like 2 and 3, or 3 a little bit too, but 2, but then 4, when that came out again, you had like so much more social commentary, and like besides the murder mystery, like the first one, which was enjoyable, like I just like that other aspect of it so much. So
yeah, I think
there's
like
a lot more character growth in it too.
That's true.
Yeah, I really. And do you guys think that how do you guys feel about Scream 7? Do you think like it kind of brought things back to the way it all felt back in 4? Do you think it like, what do you like, how do you all feel about 5 and 6? Like to me, 5 and 6 is this weird blip that almost like just really feels like it doesn't belong anymore. Like those 2 movies just like extra, like Scream 7 feels like Scream 5 to me, you know, in some strange kind of way. That's not to say that the 5 and 6 are just like garbage. I just mean as far as like the narrative theme goes, it just doesn't seem like they're very necessary anymore. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you revisited those since 7's come out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can.
With Sam, I don't necessarily like her in 5, but there's something about her in 6 that just, she's more elevated somehow. Like she just seems darker, and she seems more, like, I'm trying to think of like the right way to say it, but I don't know. She seems more progressed, and she's more honest. Like she is far more, there's no filter with her in the 6th one, and I actually love her for it. But the 5th one needed some work.
I agree.
Kim, what you got?
5 and 6, I watched them like once, and that was good. I mean,
there you go, folks. Yeah, there you go.
6, like it actually confused me at the end with like everything that was going on once they got into the building with all the artifacts, you know, from all the Scream things and stuff, and like people are disappearing, and then I'm like, it was just too much, and it just felt like all thrown in. I'm just like, what? And then there just felt like there's really no message to me, so I'm just like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
See what
6
you
does
want.
some really 6 has like some style and some flash to it, but there is like no meat. It is like it's like a really greasy bun with a bunch of mustard inside of it, and that's it. There's no meat, there's no cheese. Well, maybe there's some cheese. There's Detective Bailey cheese, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is,
The
you know.
opening is great though. I loved the opening.
The opening's
Yes.
good, and I think you're right, Carrie. I think Melissa Barrera is a better actress in Scream 6. Like she just got better as a performer. I think her character is written better as well. She's like in Scream 5, they want us to think that she's like kind of a piece of shit because she like wanted to go live her own life. I still don't see her as a bad person in Scream 5, but I guess they want us to feel that way about her.
Attitude though, for no reason.
Well, but it's just like, and whatever, like all the family drama and everything, like Tara's mad at Sam, but Tara's not mad that her mom isn't even there. So, okay. And then the dynamic gets even worse in 6 with the sisters. It get like Tara, I'm like, oh my God, you are the worst. You should just leave now. The character, nothing against any of the performers. It's strictly a character thing. Yeah, Kim, I'm glad you brought it up. You know what? You can never get enough Scream. There are, many channels out there that are still talking about it like it hasn't even come out yet. It's incredible. So let's keep it rolling, right? All right.
After my commentary, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about, once we know more about 8, we actually have a little something more going on with 8 for sure. There's a part of me that's like, oh, I do kind of want to dig into. So I took some notes because I was stream hopping the other day, and I heard a couple gripes that I'm like, oh well, I could easily make a video and refute these. So Sydney feels out of character in Scream 7. Okay, and all of these I wrote them down. There was no one in any of the streams I watched. No one gave reasons why. So I would have put reasons why. But Sydney feels out of character in Scream 7. I mean, it's the first time she had starred and she had been the main character of a Scream movie since like 2000. So, okay, maybe she will feel out of character. Tatum has one defining characteristic. She's Sydney Prescott's daughter. I think that's way off. I think that's like super glib analysis. No connection between Jessica and Sydney. Again, this is like people aren't even paying attention. No motive for Jessica, no motive for Marco. And those are just like a handful of the ones where I'm like, oh, well, those are easy to talk about and give clear examples of like, it's just, it's interesting with whenever a movie comes out that is divisive, no matter what it is. Shannon, I'm sure you've experienced it with Star Wars fandom. We've all like, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd too, but I'm mostly like original trilogy kind of guy, So, but it is one of those weird things where it's like, guys, we don't need to, whether we love or like or dislike a movie, it's like no need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Even though I really didn't like I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025, I can tell you some things I did like about it. Like
I still like it.
Yeah, like what's his face? Tyreek Withers is an incredible performer. Like,
he's great.
I thought Chase Sui Wonder, is it Wonder or Wonders? Chase Sui Wonder?
Wonders, I think. I'm not.
Wonders? Okay, I thought she was really good in it. I'll give him that.
Ava. That's all I know.
Yeah, she kind of surprised me again. A lot of these performers I didn't even know before then. So, so yeah.
But I liked Danica more than I liked her.
Is Danica the Florence Pugh lookalike? Is that Danica?
Yes.
Well, she's like the short, curvy blonde girl. I don't even like these people. All these white people. I can't tell the difference. I just think they're all me. I'm like, wow, I look really good in that movie.
With that movie, I enjoyed it for what it was, but my biggest thing was like Bloodline, Final Destination. I felt he did so well when it came to like giving nods to the previous movies and the farewell to Tony Todd and stuff and everything in it. And then with I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025, it was like they were giving nods to the previous ones, which was great. But the nods that I felt that they were giving were like pulled exactly from the movies, and like
Yeah.
there was no difference from it. It was just like, oh, let's just insert this scene from the first one into this one, and then
Yeah.
like things had been sitting around for like 30 years in a seaside town, and there was like no decay on them or anything like that, and I'm like,
Yeah. No rust.
yeah. And I mean, horror movies, you have to put, you know, you can't expect. I talk a lot with my hands. Oh my god. So like,
No, you're cool, Kim.
um,
Everyone, give some love in the chat. If you're in the chat, give some love to our panel of random ladies. No, I'm just joking. Makes it sound so terrible.
that was my biggest
And
thing
we
with it.
just picked us up off the street or something. Damn.
No. Sorry, Kim. Finish your thought about the.
You know, it's just, I mean, horror movies, you have to like suspend your belief a lot anyways,
Yeah.
but like that was just a little bit too far for me. So yeah, but I mean, it was fine. It was good for a one-time watch. So
Yeah, there were like that. I know what you did last summer. I'm like, man, that could have been the best one in this franchise because it's really not that strong of a franchise. And really only 2 movies that went to the theater. So we can talk about the direct-to-video one. I don't think we really need to include it. Like,
No way.
if Jennifer Love Hewitt were in it, I would count it, even if it was direct-to-video. But like, yeah, the remake, or it's not even a remake, but the reboot, it does feel like it doesn't know what it is. It a remake? Is it a reboot? And yeah, you're talking about the references and everything that are so like why would Julie James remember that she said, "What are you waiting for?" Like, why in a moment where she's facing a killer would she like pull that one out of her hat? It's the same as in Halloween Kills. It drives me nuts when Brackett says his lines from the first movie. Like, oh, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare. I'm like, dude, Brackett, you've said that in 78. Did you say it every year? Is this something you just say every year? Like, you know,
Maybe it's tradition.
it could be. Maybe it's something he's like, I can't wait to say that this Halloween. But yeah, I felt like that's how I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was so on the nose, and I still will never forgive it. There's the one scene where the 2 killers are hanging out in the middle of the movie, so we don't know who's who, right? They're hanging out, and one of them is acting, looks at her phone and she's like acting worried about one of the friends missing. And I'm like, okay. By the time the movie's over, I was like, wait a minute, that scene where she act worried in front of the other killer, that was just for us. That was bullshit. Like that, I hate, like a movie should never do something that's like just for show for the audience if it doesn't actually make sense. Even if you just have another character there and then it's cool, then of course they would have to fake in front of that other person.
Unless if it's deliberately meta.
But I don't think this movie's that smart. I Know What You Did Last Summer is not very smart.
No.
And it never, I know that you're not very smart is what I would tell I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know what you scored on your SATs last summer.
If they make another one, I will watch it. So
yeah. Man, and I think a couple tweaks. There were some moments in there, like a couple of the chases, where I was like, man, if it was just a little too quick for me. Like I was just getting into it, and then they ended it, and I'm like, oh,
That
I want it because
harpoon kill was great though.
the harpoon kill. Oh yeah, at the beginning. Oh yeah, that's a great moment. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good moment right there. That's too bad. It's too bad. They could have had the best one in the franchise, but I thought they were, pretty off there. Okay. Well, hey, ladies, I don't want to hang you up all night. You're of course you're welcome to hang if you want to, but what are we looking at? We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What does the chat say? What do you guys say? Do you want to close out the show with me? Do you want to say your goodbyes and get one last crazy shout out at the crowd here?
Or we get to close with you?
No.
Okay, fair enough. So, okay, Kim's voted for everyone then. No, and you know what? I see Big Rod. Holy cow, Big Rod is hanging out. What's happening, Big Rod? I see you down there. He's getting it all set up. This guy's got everything. So, guys, for all we know, Big Rod is like an actual internet DJ because he's got the whole setup and everything. So, okay. So ladies, here's what we'll do is we'll have you say a little something to the audience there. You can give somebody shit. You can, say something wild, and then we'll sign off with you guys, and we'll bring Big Rod on in here for a hangout. So, Shannon, go for it. What do you got?
Like, share, comment, and subscribe to Davey. That's all I'll say. And to everybody else that Eli or whoever put like their links to as well.
Yeah, Eli and Jamie rocking the links. Excellent. Thank you so much. Carrie, what you got?
I guess I'll do a little crossover. Stay geeky for movies for Davey's channel. There you go.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. And Kim, what do you got for us?
Well, I just started a channel of watching horror movies and reviewing and talking about them. My second video just came out today. My first one was on April Fool's Day because that is one of my favorite horror movies. And then today's was The Death of Snow White. If you haven't seen it, it's actually it's amusing. It's good for a one-time watch. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by it, so yay. And my channel is Horror Becomes Her, so it's pretty easy to find. Yeah, if you want to check that out. Cool.
Is it all one word, Kim? Okay, yeah. There it is. Okay. Because it wanted me to watch Death Becomes Her, and I'm like, look, Death Becomes Her is a good movie, guys, but I'm looking for something else. So okay, and I've got that link here. So Eli and here, I'm just gonna pop it in here really quick. Subscribe to Kim's channel here. Smash. There we go. Heck yeah. Yeah, and Kim, thank you so much I know you had reached out just the other day. I wasn't able to get back to you on the weekend, but this was great chatting with you. And especially now that you have your own channel, I think, what I'm doing, guys, like moving forward is like, as far as corresponding with people, like personally, like one-on-one, like I'm really only going to be doing that with like collaborators and stuff like that, just because it helps keep things as clean as possible. But also I'm still all over Discord and everything like that, chit chat with everybody. But yeah, Kim, we'll be in touch, and let's throw around some ideas and find something good for us. Shannon, same thing goes for you. Carrie, of course, you always know. Door is open, so yeah, let's do something planned. But thank you so much for jumping in impromptu and hanging out with me tonight. It was awesome.
No problem.
All right, take care, ladies. We'll see you next time around. We'll catch you in the chat. Everyone give it up for Shannon, Carrie, and Kim. Take care, ladies. All right, let's go ahead and bring Big Rod in here. Boom! There he is. Big Rod, what's happening?
Dude, what's up? I'm not AI.
You're not AI. No, and I knew you weren't, right? I mean, I figured you weren't, but this is really cool, man. Big Rod has been around for a while. I'm probably right around the same time Jamie joined up, right? The channel was probably somewhere between 300 and 400 subs, something like that.
Yeah, we were early.
Hell yeah,
we know talent.
Thank you. You're too kind. Yeah, man, introduce yourself to the folks here. Like, what got you into horror? Like, you have a setup and everything. And I know you've got a channel. Are you still pretty active with what you're doing on your channel?
Absolutely not. This is the first time I've been online. So, happy 100th.
Thank you so much.
Basically, I got everything set up, and now I gotta move again.
Oh,
you know
man.
how that goes.
Yeah.
So I'm set back a few months, but we'll get there.
All right.
And then what got me into horror was really, I mean, first off, it was Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I don't know how my dad let me watch that when I was 7 years old or whatever that was. And he still denies it, but I remember it vividly. And then, like, the Scream era, the Candyman, just renting VHSs and watching them with your friends. And when you found that one parent that would rent you the rated R stuff, it was 80s babies. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always looking for, I was like, this friend and that friend, they have Showtime, Cinemax, and HBO. So we're going to go hang out over there. We're going to play Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo until like 1 or 2 in the morning. And then we're going to put on the Skinemax movies.
Absolutely. That was me and my cousins. We'd meet up at my grandpa's, who was like a VHS tape bootlegger. He would just rent things and make copies for the whole neighborhood. So we had access to The Exorcist, Terminator, everything. It was great, and it just got me into the genre at some point, and I was hooked.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things. Like I try thinking, what was it initially? And it's like, I'm pretty sure it was Jaws that kind of gave me a little bit of that taste, like the excitement and the monster and the blood and just like the thrill and the tension. And then from there, I think it was like Child's Play, I think was the next thing I got into. And that was like, just, put me in the book. I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of bangers.
Yeah. Is there a franchise that is your just absolute favorite? Like the one that resonates with you most?
I would say no. Franchises are so hit and miss. I'm just like, give me 1 or 2 movies from each one. I know what I like. I've watched them all. I've been there. I've done that. And I know what I like. And I'll just, pick Halloween 1. I do my run. It's Halloween 1, Halloween 2, H2O. And then that's my run for Halloween, And now I'll sprinkle in a Rob Zombie here and there, but that's my general, when it's Halloween time, there's my go-to, and I'm the same with all the franchises.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I think naturally I'm sort of the same way, but I gotta tell you, since doing this more regularly, I'm like, okay, I'll watch these. Like, Nightmare on Elm Street is one that I'm like very hit or miss. Like, there's a few movies I love in that franchise. But I'm like, well, I need to do my due diligence and keep on watching these movies. So when they come up and I talk about them, I'm not just like, talking out of my ass. But I can totally understand that because, there are some franchises out there that I think what it is it just sort of gets tiresome for some people. Yeah. Is that what it is for you? Or are you just sort of like, God, I don't need the same thing over and over?
Yeah, and since I don't do the channel, I don't feel the need to torture myself yet.
No.
But I'm sure someday if it pops off, I'll get there. But yeah, it's just like, I know if I've watched it before, I'll give everything a chance. But if I watched it before and it's not my cup of tea and I'd rather watch this one, I'm probably going to watch that one.
Okay, here. So I've got a couple questions. I see Mark. I see you down there. Mark from Tales from the Shelf, guys. So I'm going to bring in Mark in a second.
This is apple cider.
Nice.
It's not alcoholic for YouTube.
Oh, there you go. I've got some water. Some water in the.
Are those out in the shop?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those.
They are in the merch shop. There's a couple. There's like this one is like the kind of creepy, scary one. There's like a cutesy one as well. There's all sorts of fun stuff at the merch shop.
And get your trucker hats. I wanted to wear mine, but it's covered in cat hair. What can you do,
dude? That's a badge of honor there with the cat hair. I'll take that.
My cat is so white and fluffy, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so real quick, Big Rod, before we bring Mark on here to share some time here with us, I do want to ask you. So franchise is not really your thing, but I'm curious: is there like a one-off or something you really love where you like actually would have liked to have seen a sequel? Does that exist in your world?
That's too long of a question to make Mark wait. There's tons of them, I'm sure.
Okay,
it'd be more. I wish they made the right sequel.
Okay, let's talk about that then, and let's bring in Mark, and we can all talk about it. How's that sound?
Let's do it. Try not to cuss.
No, dude, you can cuss. You know what? YouTube like changed. They don't really care about that stuff. And I don't ever say that it's for kids or anything like that. So yeah, you can cuss. I try to not say the C word. Like there's certain words I try not to say.
Yeah, I'm not from
like YouTube
I'm not
really
from Britain. I know not to say that word.
Yeah. So like
it's
fuck,
offensive.
Shit, whatever. God damn it, whatever you got,
Excuse me,
okay,
I
let's
got
bring
a little cold if I cough.
Oh no, you're all good, man. We'll bring on Mark, and then we'll all chat about this because I think this is something that is always a fun little game to play for us horror fans. So let me go ahead and get Mark in here. Mark, buddy, what's up?
Mark, dude.
What's up, guys? How are
I've
you?
been in your channel. I've been
good.
inside you.
I
How
love
you guys
it.
doing?
Great,
Doing
man.
well.
How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, I was just hanging around and working on the computer and stuff, and I saw you were doing this, so I figured I'd jump on in and say what's up.
Heck yeah, man. Well, if you have a few minutes to hang out, we can have a little round table here really quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, if you don't know, like, you got to check out Tales from the Shelf. Mark's channel is excellent. He makes content that's not like anybody else out there that's talking about horror and talking about physical media. The honesty that you're going to get and the genuine nature that you're going to get from Mark is, I mean, it's right there. It's incredible. So check out his channel. And Mark, we got to get you back on for a extended session here. It's been a little bit since we've done one of our verses.
Dude, yeah, definitely due for another one. Thanks for the kind words as well, man. I really appreciate it.
Of course, man. I love how natural you are on camera with your channel. And when you're talking about real shit, I can see that it's, you know, coming from an honest place. And then I can also see from your audience that people are really resonating with what you're saying. So guys, I mean it. Like, check out Tales from the Shelf if you haven't yet. Okay, Big Rod, Mark, sequels, or wait, sorry, non-franchise movies that were so awesome where you're like, you know, it can be high register. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to blankety blank. Or maybe let's just do this. We'll blend these into one conversation, or like a movie where you're like, damn, that one really could use a remake, you know, because it just didn't quite land, but it's so close. Like, it needs another shot. What do you guys got? Big Rod, got something?
Yeah, I thought of one. One I'd like to see is The Burning. Let's get a sequel to that. You know what I mean? Cropsy, epic.
Took my
Yeah,
answer.
I don't want to see a remake, but let's do it.
Do you want a sequel that is set in the early 80s where they just pretend that it's a year or two later?
Okay, so this might be biased because I've been going down this rabbit hole of just like late 70s, early 80s trash films lately, and I'm digging it. So kind of, yeah, I'd like to see it like just a few years after all that went down.
Yeah, I could get behind that, especially if it is that period film kind of thing. Because it would be weird to do a legacy sequel that's like 50 years later. Cropsy.
Yeah, Cropsy's he's an ashtray by that time.
Yeah. He just blew away. What do you got, Mark?
Well, I was gonna say The Burning too, but there's something about, I don't know. On one hand, I like how singular The Burning is. That's kind of the catch-22 with these questions. Is it's like, I'm someone who thinks like the first Halloween could have been a one and done. So it's hard to say.
You could go high. That's what I mean. You can go high register. It's like,
I would say the same thing for Scream should have been a one and done.
I agree with that, but that'll get me in trouble if I talk about that.
I don't want to lose your viewers.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a huge Scream fan. I love the first movie, and then it's like we just start doing all the stuff that we were making fun of. But as far as my answer,
guys, I'm sorry, we've been removed from YouTube for saying something bad about Scream. I'm sorry, it's just coming in over my headphones.
I just watched You're Next again for the first time in a while, and that's a movie that I think you could easily do a sequel for. As far as what you would do, I guess that movie ends on like it doesn't really have like an ending. It's like the axe comes swinging down on the cop, and then it's like that blood splatter title card, and then the movie's just over. So you don't ever actually find out like what happens to Erin, that badass final girl who's like from Australia or wherever she's from. So I feel like there's plenty of room to go as far as that goes. And then I was thinking about other slashers that don't have sequels, and then like Black Christmas came to mind, but then like our boy Dave McRae kind of already did that. So I would consider that like the best possible outcome, because we saw how the two remakes have gone. So I almost don't think you should even try to do Black Christmas again. So those are my answers.
Yeah. Black Christmas is one of those where it's like, you know, of course, Halloween could have just been the one thing, but you can see how it feels like it naturally goes into that first sequel. And then from there, it's like all bets are off. Black Christmas, though, is, man, it is just like this perfect dark ending to this really grim, depressing story. No one gets a happy ending.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Billy kind of gets a happy ending because he gets to actually kill Jess. Like,
well, we don't know. We don't know if she dies. We assume that nothing good happens, and that's what I love. I love the ambiguity of that ending.
I guess, yeah, and I just figure you can assume she dies because
you absolutely
usually he kills after the phone calls.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of it, right? Is it's like I could make the argument that she gets away, and the movie doesn't do anything to cancel out either of our arguments, right? So
exactly,
either one is at play at the same time.
It is, yeah. That movie is just a perfect singular movie. It really is.
That's kind of what made that 1975 to 85 era was just the fact that that's what made Final Girls. We only had a few people that survived. Everybody else was dying, and we didn't know what happened to the killers. They were just roaming around crazy. That's what got us scared as kids.
I have a potentially like hot take as far as Final Girls go. Maybe this could get some people talking. But those early Final Girls, like you were saying, Big Rod, like I think of Sally Hardesty, I think of Jess Bradford, and I think of Jamie Lee. And I think what makes a good Final Girl is not being like a super badass, very capable, Sidney Prescott or an Ellen Ripley. I think that like part of just the plain Jane nature of those early Final Girls, that's what I find interesting is you take a normal girl and drop her in this situation, and maybe they become capable, but they're not gun-toting badasses or anything like that. I love how they're just kind of like flying by the seat of their pants in those movies.
Yeah, just real life with a little bit of luck made it out.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great way to put it.
And I think out of those three, like Jess, I think she's the strongest one. Like because Jess is the most, she's the best defined character out of those three. You know, we don't really know who Sally is. We know that Lori is a nerd that's like, she's good at school and awkward around boys. But like Jess, man, we like really dive into some serious shit with her, you know?
No, 100%.
And she's different than all the other girls, like in a very like pointed kind of way.
Yeah, she's very sure of herself. She knows what she wants. She's not going to let anyone tell her otherwise. And what I love about her too is like she doesn't like, once she finds out the killer's in the house, she doesn't just run out. Like she wants to go make sure Barb and the other girl are okay. I can't remember her name. So she like takes the fire poker and goes upstairs. So she's like, she cares about her friends and shit too. She's not all in it for herself, where other girls might have just ran out the front door. Of course, by that point, she doesn't know they're dead already. So it was all for nothing. But just little things like that.
Yeah, Jess is really good shit. How did Jess know if Peter was the killer or not? Well, she didn't.
That's the beauty of it, is the movie ends with them assuming that it was. But you know that that's not the case. Black Christmas is fucking awesome because there's so much like shit like that. That's a lot of like unsaid stuff. Like one of my favorite theories about Black Christmas is that there was actually a separate, unrelated killer, unrelated to Billy, who killed that little girl in the park.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's
like I was saying earlier, is that the movie doesn't do anything to kind of disprove that theory. So both theories are at play where, it's unlikely. It's very unlikely that there would just be a separate random killer killing at the same time as Billy. But it's interesting to think about.
They don't make it. Yeah, they don't make it explicit. They don't show us any of that. And there is something really. There's a dreamlike quality to Black Christmas in that way, where it is just. Yeah. It is like nothing else. I think the 06 version is like fun for what it is. And it's got like some cool aesthetics and stuff like that. But it is so much different. You know, it's like it doesn't nearly get to the tone, but I can appreciate certain things about it for sure.
Yeah, I've tried to watch it a few times, and I wish I saw what people seem to see in it. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me.
It does have some really gross stuff in there. Let's see here. Jamie's got a good one. I want a remake of Tourist Trap. And you know what's funny is when I saw House of Wax 05 for the first time like a couple months ago, I was like, oh, this is like Tourist Trap, but it's called House of Wax.
Damn, that's crazy. You just watched it for the first time?
Yeah, because I was like, some of those when they came out, the 05, so I was like 23, and I think some of that, all that Paris Hilton kind of stuff, I was like, oh, these fucking Pretty People remakes, like I'm not gonna watch that shit. I was too punk and too cool for that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you were pretty heavy in the music stuff at that point, right? So
yeah, and I was still watching movies, but that was the time in my life where I was like, you know, renting, like watching Cannibal Holocaust and like Dog Soldiers and like, I was like just in a totally different kind of realm, I think.
What did you end up thinking of? Go ahead.
I think House of Wax 05 is pretty damn fun.
Sweet.
Like that's pretty all right, you know?
That's the
like,
correct answer, I think. It's objectively just a fun time. It's not like TCM 3 or 2003 like levels of like seriousness. Like there's a playfulness to it that I think is fun.
And some of the uncomfortable, like some of the gore and stuff I was really feeling, like when she's like in the grate, I think, like underneath the pumps or whatever.
To this day it makes me kind of cringe.
Yeah, there's just some of those moments where I'm like, oh, this is like landing in this kind of gross sort of way. But yeah, Tourist Trap, it sort of reminded me of that. It's a very similar, I don't know if you guys I'm guessing you guys have seen Tourist Trap.
Yeah, I've seen it one time, and it's been a little while, but I mostly remember it.
There's the whole thing about like the sibling angle, and you know, they make you know, mannequins out of wax in Tourist Trap, or the guy's like making mannequins for the people in his family that had died or something like that. But yeah, if they did like a straight up like Tourist Trap is fucking crazy, and then at some point it becomes like there's like a magical element, like some sort of supernatural thing where I'm like, what is going on in this movie? So I hear you, Jamie, on that one.
I could see like Shudder doing like a Tourist Trap, because like who did the there was a Slumber Party Massacre remake. Tourist Trap feels kind of in that same vein of like niche 80s slasher kind of thing that's not super popular, but could also have enough brand recognition to get some kind of juice behind it.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of right in that wheelhouse there. And did you guys see that Slumber Party Massacre remake?
No, didn't think I'd like it, so I avoided it.
Yeah,
I seen it on my stream, but I was like, I don't know. I don't want to ruin the nostalgia.
Yeah, I love the first one so much.
Yeah, apparently those sequels get crazy. He's got like a guitar and shit.
Dude, the second one's nuts. The second one's like, it's, you know, a guitarist driller killer meets like Freddy Krueger, because it's like stuff that happens in the dreams happens in the real world. It's
I might like that one better than the original. I
mean, it's way more zany and like kind of like purposely over the top, you know, kind of cheesy on purpose. Paul Pietrzak, Mr. Hot Flesh 66, one of our great channel members, says Your Next was supposed to have a sequel with Aaron being in a prison van and she and other prisoners are stalked. And he would do sequels to Madman and Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Ooh, I have not seen either of these movies from the 1970s. Thank you so much, Paul. Thanks for being a channel member.
Madman's like that. It's like another camp slasher, right? That's like
I don't even know. Big Rob, what do you got for Madman?
I have not seen that, honestly. If it's a camp slasher, though, I'm going to check it out.
I think I've seen that one before.
And it's 1981. So, guys, it's celebrating 45 years this year. Check out this summary. At a summer camp
don't remind me I'm 45. That one hurts.
No, you're all good, man. That'll be me next year. So here we go, guys. Madman from 1981. At a summer camp in the woods, Max, one of the counselors, decides to regale the campers and other counselors with a frightening tale of a local serial killer, Madman Martz. All right. So
Yeah,
as the story goes, if they whisper his name, he enters the area to kill. All right.
That's the same year as The Burning, too, right?
It is.
I respect that premise.
Yeah, I like it too.
They were doing some slashers back then in 81.
Check it out. Thank you, Hot Flash.
Yeah, 81 was nuts. I'm actually, Paul, I'm going to add both of those. I'm going to add Madman and Let's Scare Jessica to Death to my watch list here. Yeah. Oh,
I just want to chime in with the B-side. Since Jamie said she wanted a remake, I'm going to bring up a remake I'd love to see, and that's Wizard of Gore. That's Wizard just a childhood baby of mine. It's such a bad movie. It's about a magician who's just cutting people up instead of, cut the lady in 3, and he's just cutting ladies in 3. It's
oh my gosh.
It's great for old
What's it called?
Horror. Wizard of Gore.
Wizard of Gore. That is a brutal title. I love it.
Oh yeah,
looks like
death metal.
And they remade it in 2007. It looks like.
No, but I want a real remake, like that one that captures the. It was like a Face of the Death fakeness.
Yeah, it's from 1970, so I'd imagine it's pretty like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They made movies, you got creeped out watching 70s movies. There's something about that whole decade that's just dirty and grimy.
Yeah. Pale face and the everything. It's just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That must have been wild for that time period.
I put it on my watch list. Yeah. What about, My Bloody Valentine? What the hell? How did we not get a sequel to that first one? Like, I wanted Duder to come back with one hand and be a totally different, like, Harry Warden. It's just so the sequel wouldn't have to be a whodunit, kind of like what I'm guessing they're going to do with Thanksgiving 2. Like, it's kind of cool that you get to make another slasher, but it's not going to be just like the one you did, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't know that Valentine's Day doesn't have a ton of like iconography that you can use for a slasher in the way that like Christmas does. But what's cool about My Bloody Valentine is that they essentially took that look of that minor and made that part of subconsciously, I think at least horror fans associate the minor look with Valentine's Day now. So that's actually an interesting example of a holiday slasher kind of appropriating other iconography and making it their own.
Yeah. He's not dressed up like a heart or like Cupid, like in Valentine.
Yeah, it's like there's just not enough, and it just like it kind of just comes off silly, like Valentine from 2001. People like that movie. I think it's okay. I don't really.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Dude, Big Rod,
have you seen Valentine, Big Rod?
Yeah,
The Cupid mask is just kind of silly. Like it doesn't.
The hard
and
eyes.
I feel the same way about the Thanksgiving killer, but that's a separate issue.
Oh, come on! Now you're hurting my feelings. I'm just joking.
Well, he's a pilgrim. It's not scary. You know what I mean?
I like the Thanksgiving guy. He reminds me of V from Vendetta.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see some Michael Myers in there as well because there's just no expression.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's just with certain holiday slashers, it feels like they have to try harder in order to make things scarier when they're
that's
not
true.
real.
Yeah. Not everything is inherently
top of the list on Thanksgiving though.
Yeah. Well, Christmas obviously is the numero uno outside of Halloween. Like that's the best iconography that you can use. You've got Santa, you got fucking Jack Frost, all these different things that you can play with. And
Krampus.
then it's from exactly, Krampus. And then from there, it just kind of drops off a cliff, and it's like, what do we got? And they were running through them in the 80s too. Even April Fool's Day is like a holiday technically, but it's like, it was just a prank. I don't know. It's like, what do you got? What do you got to work with? There's just
nothing really happens there. And then I didn't know this, but I just watched it the other day. Funnily enough, I think I watched it on the 3rd of April, but it was Slaughter High from 1986, and that's an April Fool's Day movie.
Okay, cool. I've never seen that.
You wouldn't know. Like it's the kid's birthday. They like play a prank on him on his birthday on April Fool's or whatever.
So do you
And then
recommend
turns-
it?
I mean, it was like, I would say, yeah, it's celebrating 40 years this year. If you've never seen it, pop it in. It's a, cheesy little 80s revenge slasher. It's nothing amazing, but I'm like, all right, cool. I can check it off the list and I can talk about it now.
Sometimes those are the most fun movies to watch because they're low sort of stakes. And, oftentimes you go in with lower expectations and you come out, they're movies that usually undersell and over deliver, where you're like, oh, okay, actually, I thought that was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
When your jumping off point is not regretting it, you're good to go.
Yeah, right. I didn't waste 90 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing too. A lot of these movies are like an hour and a half, and then they're by the mid 80s, they've kind of got the rhythm down. Whereas, man, I did a stream over on Backtrack Cinema. We talked about we ranked 10 horror movies from 1981, and dude, Happy Birthday to Me was so fucking boring, and it probably would have been way better if it was made 5 years later, because it's like 2 hours long and it's a fucking slog.
Is that the one with the poster where it's like the shish kebab going in the dude's mouth? I've never seen that one either. That's, I guess, a blind spot. It's 2 hours?
It's like 150, and oh my god, you're gonna feel it.
Probably feels like 2 hours and 30, because that's the problem with those movies. Yeah, when they're that long, it's like, dude, we gotta wrap this thing up.
Yeah, there are certain scenes where they're like, we're gonna make you watch the camera just slowly move in here, and I'm like, oh my god. But that in 81, they didn't know what they had, right? They're like still trying to figure it out. Like not everyone was Steve Miner making Friday the 13th Part 2, which feels like a perfectly made slasher, as far as rhythm and timing goes.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about, right? Because like like you just said, like Friday the 13th Part 2 is like probably in my top 10 slashers ever. And
Sackhead Jason.
Like nowadays, we look back on those kinds of movies with a level of reverence that they didn't have when they were making them. And I don't know, it creates this weird sort of thing where you can't really recreate that feeling. And just, I don't know, they have this sort of like accidental quality. Like they're good films, but just something about that time and the place, I don't know. It's a hard thing to articulate, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's like I'm a big punk rock guy, and then there's the horror side of it. And it's like the reason why I think I love both of these things is because when they're a little rough around the edges is when they're at their best, because they're just capturing like a feeling and a moment, and it's not about making something that's like perfect. Right. So, like I don't mind listening to a record that might sound a little rough, but I feel like I'm really getting an energetic performance from the band. And I definitely get that from a movie like Friday the 13th Part 2. Like it's
100%.
It's got all that charm, And there's something about like nowadays we watch some horror movies there's nothing wrong with being highfalutin or anything like that, like the horror comes in all sorts of different tastes and everything like that, and they can all work. But I've noticed lately, I've watched these movies where I'm like, I'm sensing a lot of try hard here instead of just letting it naturally be good. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
am I just grumpy?
100%.
Am I just old now?
That's what I'm talking about. Like in 81, when they made Friday Part 2, they didn't have 40 years of slasher history that we have now. So they were literally they were making the playbook on the fly as they were doing it. And that's what I guess that's the root of what I'm talking about is just that.
And that's why everything feels recycled, I think. It's just we've gone to that well, and it's hard to recreate any of that magic that they did.
No, 100%. Well said.
It is, and that's why you see it from people like Damien Leone, right? Where he's doing something with Terrifier, because even though it has things that we recognize from franchises and movies we love, it is, he did break some sort of new ground in essence. And does come at it with that very homegrown DIY kind of approach and look, and it looks good.
And as connoisseurs, we've kind of realized, you know, this guy's got the vision. It's not just a cut and copy paste. It's this guy's got a vision, and he's taking us down this path. So it makes sense to us to pick it up.
You know when it's a good idea when after somebody thinks of it, you take a step back and you're like, how did no one do that before? Like when Art the Clown popped off, I'm like, dude, you got to be fucking kidding me that no one's tried this like this before. Well, it's just like the creepiest fucking mime clown ever doing the most horrendous shit. And I'm like, this idea was just there for the taking. But the thing is like, you don't know until somebody is like, yoink, and then they do it really good, you know?
Yeah.
It's proof that there's always some new ground to break in some way or another.
I've got a ton of $1 million ideas that just came 3 days late.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Right, exactly.
Damn.
I have a ton of respect for Damien. Just I've watched interviews with him after Terrifier 3 came out. And apparently all the big studios like tried to like buy the rights from him, and like they were gonna do it all fucking lame and shit, and like, you know, put like the Conjuring twist on it, like that bullshit. And he was like, no, like I'm not selling my baby. I'm gonna keep doing it my way, that DIY way, like you said, Davey. And like, even though I don't like, that's just not my style of movie. Like I can watch them and I enjoy them, but regardless, I love that, like you said, he was able to break that ground and, you know, just shake things up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's they're not really my cup of tea either, but I can certainly respect the work and the craftsmanship and the ingenuity behind it. Like 100%. Just because an idea doesn't, you know, resonate with my taste, it's like, well, I can still like look at it for what it is and appreciate it for, you know, like, I don't like Linkin Park, but it makes a lot of people happy. So that's really cool that Linkin Park makes a lot of people happy. So who cares what I think, you know, it's sort of how I feel about it. So it's like, but yeah, I mean, with Terrifier, I think that's awesome what he did, you know, like George Romero kind of had a similar, like, you know, when he made Day of the Dead, there was a similar situation where the studio was like, hey man, we'll give you $7 million. You got to make it R-rated. And like, here's what you need to remove from your script. And he was like, how much if I just do it my way? And they're like, $3 million. And he goes, okay. And he made an unrated movie for less than half of the money. And it's, at least to me, it's, I think, the greatest zombie movie of all time. But there you go.
And that's the thing that brings us to punk rock too, is just the heart and soul of it. You can tell that they have the passion.
Imagine if he'd had the 7 million, how much better that movie. Not that it's not good, but imagine how much better it could have been.
I've read that the full script. It was amazing. Like there was an above ground, like above ground encampment. There were people living underground. There was like a whole system, like whole class system, zombie soldiers, shit like that. It was fucking nuts.
You can tell he had a lot of ideas as far as what the world was going to be like at that point in time. Really cool shit.
Hell yeah.
I still like Night of the Living Dead the best out of the three of them.
The OG?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Hey, I respect any decisions within that franchise. Like,
there's no wrong answer.
Like,
there's no wrong
answer. Like, I even really love Land of the Dead quite a damn bit. Like, it's not far from the other three for me, and it's a movie that I enjoy more every time I rewatch it. Like,
I think we got a super chat, Davey.
Oh, sweet. What do we got here?
Yeah.
Gaz.
Yeah.
What's happening? Okay, yeah, I popped it up for a second, and then I wanted to wait for a break. Thank you so much, Mark, for reminding me. Guys, so Gaz drops $350 from New Zealand. Man, the Beths. Gaz, do you listen to this band called the Beths? They're from New Zealand. They're amazing. He says, evening, lads. Thoughts on Bone Tomahawk? What do you got, guys?
Love Bone Tomahawk, dude. That is like a masterpiece of a movie. Have you guys seen Bone Tomahawk?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Kiwis, first of all, out there in New Zealand.
Shout out.
Bone Tomahawk is brutal. I freaking love it. It's like a great deathcore band to me. I'm just like, and Western, to mix it in with the Western?
Dude, the Western horror cannibal component is like such a rare, at least for me, I haven't seen many. I'm sure they're out there, but I fucking I love Bone Tomahawk. I love how it's just like this group of ragtag guys, and they're just it's a classic story where they're just going to like save someone, and they're like the only guys who volunteer to do it, and it's so good.
It's
I
like
love
Oregon
S. Craig
Trail
Zoller.
horror.
Yes, S. Craig Zoller needs to be making more movies. I don't know why he hasn't, but Bone Tomahawk, Dragged Across Concrete, and Brawl in Cell Block 99 are all fantastic. But Bone Tomahawk is my favorite of all of them.
I've only seen Bone Tomahawk out of those, so Mark, you're gonna have to shoot me those other titles so I can add them to my
definitely
list.
yeah. Well, it's just the only other 2 films S. Craig Zoller has made. He's great, dude. I mean, Dragged Across Concrete is brutal, like more brutal than Bone Tomahawk, and just like a miserable movie. And Brawl in Cell Block 99 is extremely violent. So just to know that going in, he's got a theme running through all his films for sure.
Yeah, and what's interesting with Bone Tomahawk is it's like you could call it a horror movie. Like I think us horror fans would say, yeah, it's like these horror elements with a Western,
but for sure.
But it's still a movie that a mainstream audience would be like, oh, did you see that crazy Western movie? You know, with Kurt Russell and Patrick Wilson. And so I think it's interesting because it's sort of sneaky. It's a sneaky way to get mainstream audiences to watch some really horrific shit because we get
transcends genres. My dad watched it on accident. He was like, holy crap.
The
exactly.
slicing of the body in half before Terrifier did it, you know?
And he loved it
and be like, oh, this is a cool Western. Like, I like Westerns. I like Unforgiven, right? Like, let me throw this on. And then it's something way worse.
It's like a Western meets The Descent or something like that. It's got this, there's just a wild vibe to it for sure. All right, guys, holy crap. We're at 2 hours here. By the way, Gaz, thank you so very much for the super chat, man. Really do appreciate you. We're at 2 hours, so I figured this is probably a good time to start wrapping things up. Do you guys want to hang out with me while we wrap up? Do you want to head out? Whatever you guys want to do. It's the 100th episode. It's for y'all.
It's up to you, Davey. I didn't expect to be doing this, but I'm having a great time shooting the shit with you guys. So if you want to wrap it up, I'll hit the road and we'll call it a night here. It's up to you, man.
Yeah, we can, whatever you guys want to do, we can do that. What do you think, Big Rod? What do you got?
Your call, man. It's your 100th show, baby. Happy 100th.
Thank you so much, man.
You, bro.
Yeah,
really appreciate you.
I remember when you
guys,
first started this, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's been a while, and man, the audience you've cultivated over here is like so awesome, and it's like one of my favorite things. Like after I get done work, I pull up YouTube and I'm like, there's Davey, he's live. My algorithm knows to put you front and center, so I fire up the app and there you are, and I pop in for maybe 5 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. And it's just a great, consistent thing. It's like it's legitimately like the equivalent of what the kinds of late night TV that I would actually want to watch. Not like Jimmy Kimmel and all that bullshit. Like I actually, it's very chill. It's a good vibe. And it's just cool. I wanted to say that because I enjoy watching it. I, as a friend and as a fan, I enjoy watching this program. So.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Mark, guys, go over to Tales from the Shelf. Follow Mark over there. We will have Mark back, of course, for maybe a versus battle, maybe something totally different. So we'll see.
Yeah, literally whatever.
Hell yeah. And then Big Rod. Now, I know, Big Rod, you're moving soon, so it's going to be a little bit. But when you get your stuff up and running, let's put something together. Don't be shy. Feel free to reach out. Thank you for being a channel member for 20 months, dude. It's fucking crazy. I really do appreciate it. It's been my pleasure.
It's been my pleasure, 100%. And thank you for having me on for my first YouTube appearance and Late Night with the Davey. We're doing it.
There you go. He finished it.
Let's
All
go.
Right. Excellent.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you next time.
Good night, guys.
All right, guys. All right. Take care. Okay, guys, there we go. Give it up for Mark. Give it up for Big Rod in the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and chit-chatting. That was a lot of fun. I didn't know what this would all turn into, but I'm really glad that we did it this way. Prince, maybe we got to do it for episode 150 as well. I don't know. We'll see. Guys, let's see here. We're looking at 2 hours. This is amazing. You guys have been incredible the whole time. Thank you so much for keeping it up in the chat as we cruised along with our conversation and everything there. Thank you so much for kicking it with us, Linda. It was great seeing you. Thank you for being a channel member. Shout out to all the channel members, Patreon members, our, Death Squad mods, all those lovely folks. I'm going to read off, let's see here. Shannon from Talking Star Wars has been a member for 1 month. Big Rod for 20. It's amazing. Ryan Michael dropped a $5. Rick B. Jammin with a $5. Antonis with a $5. Jiggy with a $5. Jamie Hart has been a channel member for 20 months. Holy cow. Antonis Andriotis been a channel member for 1 year. Thank you so much, Antonis. Jiggy with a 5. Shannon from Talking Star Wars with a 5. Sean G with a 5. Ryan Michael with a 5. Kella Cosplays, aka Toronto Freddy with a 3, and Gaz Hearsome with a 350 New Zealand. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for chilling out. Big Rod, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you to all the guests tonight. We had Nanette and Prince. Princey-doo! How about it, Prince? And we also had Carrie, Shannon, Kim, and of course, Big Rod and Mark. That was awesome, guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. I didn't forget anybody, did I? I don't think I did. And I don't think I forgot anybody that popped on so we could pop off about some Tourist Trap and all that kind of stuff. So I saw Faces of Death on Monday. It was the Scream Unseen movie at AMC. So I caught it on Monday. If you want to see my thoughts, non-spoiler thoughts, it's going to be over on the Horror Show channel. I don't want to say anything because I want you to go, to be able to go check out the movie and have your own experience. I will say the one thing that really stood out to me, I think my biggest positive, but I'm a big music guy. I thought the score was phenomenal. I loved the soundtrack, the score in Faces of Death and the new Faces of Death. I thought was really good. It just really, to me, it provided so much of the atmosphere that I was kind of melting in my seat over it. I usually go live at about 9 or 10 Eastern. It depends. I'm in Arizona, so I don't change time, but everyone else does when it comes to daylight savings and all of that. So right now, usually going live at about 10 p.m. Eastern. And then sometimes on a weekend, we might do 11 p.m. Eastern. And then that way, all the big dogs get their shows out. And then I'm here to just, pick up not the scraps. You guys aren't the scraps, but I'm here to give somebody something to watch after the big dogs have signed off for the night. So, what I would say is if you dig what you're seeing here, Cosmic Urgency, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then that way you'll get alerted when I have a new stream going. Another thing you could also do is if you want to join the Discord, there's a link in the description. You can sign up over there. It's totally free. And, I post about my streams and everything over there as well. Yeah, Big Rod, super chill vibes. A Big Rod, you got stuff to say. So I want to see you getting going when you're in your new spot. When you're all comfy in your new spot, hop on, all sorts of perspectives. We need as many of these perspectives as we can get here on YouTube. And I agree with Mark. Chill vibes, easy to talk to, man. So whenever you are ready. And thank you so much again, Mark, for joining us. Carrie says, Faces of Death, me in the morning. Yes, chill as fuck. First time live or on YouTube. There we go. Kind of a cool thing, right? That's, something to remember, easy to remember. Somebody will be like, hey, when did you go live first? You'll be like, oh, yeah, it was that Dork Davies 100th late night show or whatever the heck it was. The guy made me talk about remakes and sequels. Well, he was pushing me into this conversation. Let's see here. What else do we got? Okay. Looks like we're all caught up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back because we reached our super chat goal. Thank you so very much for putting that together. We're probably going to do that on Saturday night, guys. On Friday night, however, I'm getting something fun and special ready. Okay. I don't know if Tia Nina is still in the chat, but on Friday, guys, we're going to do our live tier maker ranking where you vote, live audience voting on all of the final guys of horror. How about it? So Ash Williams, Tommy Jarvis, Andy Barkley gets to be in there as well. Just on level of coolness, whatever. We're going to have you guys rank those. That's going to be Friday night. Saturday during the day for us guys and gals in the US, we're gonna have a daytime stream. That's gonna be a nighttime for the UK folks, and then I'll go live again on Saturday night because I can't stop going live because you guys are just that much fun to hang out with. It really is as simple as that. Yes, yeah, or it's the horror show channel, I think. Yeah, I know it is. It's weird. It's like it should be a lot easier than it is, but they, you know, YouTube's gonna make it tough to find. But horror show channel. Cool, awesome, guys. That is gonna wrap it up here. You all are beautiful. Thank you so much again for hanging out. Thank you for making 100 episodes of Late Night with the Davey so much damn fun. Here's to more and more. That I can live with that, Jamie. I can live with that, and I'll do my bonus on Friday nights. Yes, if you want Saturdays, there you go. I can be you can put me down in the corner and I can be your announcer just at the beginning of the show, and then whoop, go away. Like the Late Night with Conan O'Brien. All right, guys, you all are beautiful. Thank you so very much. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Really appreciate all the super chats, all the love, all of just you guys chit-chatting with each other and keeping things going. And thank you to all the guests again. That was amazing. 100 episodes of Late Night with the Davey. Holy cow, you all are beautiful. I will see you on Friday night. We're going to do a live tier maker ranking of the final guys. Is Ash going to win? Is he going to be number one? I don't know. I think he should be, but we'll find out. So, until next time, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.